Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you my juicer and the things I use for juicing and the whole process of it. So I'm just going to get started. We have the Dash juicer. We bought it from Target. It was about $99. I wanted to get a Breville juicer, but the one I was looking at was considerably more expensive than that and we didn't have the money to spend. So this is the one that we ended up getting. And I'm going to kind of just show you the parts to it. This goes all the way up to lock it, but this is the container where the juice goes, and this little thing here keeps the foam from going in your glass. And then this is where your pulp goes. In there, it's your pulp collector. And then up here, I can move it. It's got this on top to push your fruits and vegetables down into the juicer. And it's got this little piece here just to get the juice into the glass or the cup or whatever you're juicing into. And then obviously this is where you would put your fruits and vegetables. It's large, but not large enough to get a large apple in. My apples, I cut them. This piece here spins, and that's what does your juicing right there. It goes really, really fast, and it has these sharp blades on the bottom. And then, let me see if I can pull it out one-handed. I think I need two hands. Hang on. Okay, sorry. And then it has this real fine mesh thing, and that's pretty much that piece, and it connects right into this base, and then you can see where the juice is going to come out, and then this comes off, and that's it. It's really quite simple to put together and to take apart and clean. So I'm going to just put it back together here. Oh, this way. So you can see how quick, and this I'm doing one-handed, so it's a little weird. Anyway, and then like I said, all you do is you put this up and latch it like that, and you're ready to go. So now that I've showed you my juicer, I'm going to show you some of the other things I have to go with it. So I use this. It's a veggie wash, and when I'm in a hurry, I use this. Otherwise, I'll soak my vegetables in a sink full of vinegar water and with baking soda in it, and I'll let it soak. It's important because the vegetables and the fruits at the store are dirty. You'll notice that after you wash them. And then I have a bunch of these mason jars. This is what I use to put my juice in and store it in the fridge. Some people can drink the juice straight out of the juicer. I can, but I prefer not to. I like it nice and cold. So I put it in mason jars and I put it in the back of my fridge until it's nice and cold, and then I'll drink it. This comes with my juicer. It's just a little brush, and it's used to clean that mesh and the blades on the inside there. And then I have a strainer. This did not come with the juicer. I bought it. Even with orange juice and lemonade, I don't like pulp. It makes the texture, I can't do pulp. So I use this to strain the pulp out of my juice. You don't have to do that if you don't mind the pulp. I, however, don't like the pulp. So this is what I use to strain the juice out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my fruits and vegetables together that I'm going to juice. I'll show you that, and then we'll get started. Okay, so I've washed all of my vegetables and fruit, cut them the way I want them, and I have them in this bowl here. So this is going to make a lot of juice. It's probably going to be like 1.5, 2 mason jars. I'm not sure. But I have a head of romaine, 2 big leaves of kale and their stems, and then I have 1 orange, half a lemon, 2 celery sticks, 2 carrot sticks, 1 Roma tomato, 2 Granny Smith apples. I use the Granny Smith apples because the tartness of the apple and the lemon kind of cover up the bitterness or the earthy taste of the greens and the other vegetables, and it balances it to make it a sweet flavor. And then I have 1 huge cucumber. This is 1/4 of one, or 1/8 of one. We have half of a yellow squash, and then we have a zucchini, one zucchini, and a bunch of spinach down there on the bottom. I think that's about it in there. Now I have this, it's the Bolt House Blue Goddess juice, and it has blueberries, blackberries, bananas, and apples in there. I don't like this on its own, however I found out I really like to add it to my juice. So what I'm gonna do is get the juicer going. I'm gonna go ahead and juice all of it. I'm not gonna show it all because I don't have my tripod out here. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna juice something juicy. For instance, like your cucumber has lots of juice in it. Juice that first, followed by something that doesn't have as much, maybe the kale. And then go back and do another piece of cucumber, and then maybe some romaine, and then a tomato and zucchini, you know, just kind of, you don't want to overload your juicer with just the hard stuff to juice. I'm going to have to stop in the middle at some point and put it in a big bowl because I want to mix it all together, and this is just going to be too much to fit into one container. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll show you the next step after that. Forgot to show you one thing. So in my pulp container, I take a grocery stack and I put it inside the pulp container to catch the pulp. It just makes cleanup a lot easier. You can save the pulp if you want. You can use it in things like muffins and crackers and breads and all sorts of stuff. I am not saving it right now, so we are just gonna use that and toss it. Okay, so right now I have this big bowl full of juice. It's very greenish, orangey color. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start straining it. So how I do this part is I get another bowl and I get my strainer and I'll just pour it through the strainer into the other bowl, and then I'll probably put it back into this bowl and do that a couple times till I get it the texture I like. As you can see, there is foam on here and I don't like that part. So I'm gonna get rid of that and I will show you the next part. All right, so I was about ready, about made 1.5, a little more than 1.5. So that is the color it is. I'm gonna stick these in the fridge and start getting them cold because I'm anxious to drink them. What you will notice, storing them in the fridge, within about an hour, it's gonna start to separate. So the top will get a little bit more light and then you'll see some, or does it go the opposite way? Anyway, it'll start to separate. All you do, shake it up and drink it, you'll be fine. I drink mine the same day I make them. I don't know exactly how long they'll last in the fridge. I've read 3 days, I've read 24 hours, I've read 2 days, so I really have no idea. I try to drink them within 8 hours of making them. So that is my juice for the day. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash my machine right away. I hand wash it with soap and water, and I'm gonna set it out and pick up the garbage, and that's it. That's as simple as it is. It does take time, and as you can see, it does take space in your fridge. This is all that we use today for juicing, so it definitely does take up quite a bit of space in my fridge, which my husband doesn't always like, but he does like the results that I'm getting from the juicing, so he's going to deal with this. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.